It's Tuesday. We're finally back. Monday was BC Day. I had a great BC Day. Thank you. I did not see Deadpool 3, but I looked after my daughter so that my wife could see Deadpool 3. Whew! You don't know how long I've been waiting for this. Whew! I'm about to make a name for myself. That's the only clip I've seen. She told me it was fun. She said I would like it. Thank you for participating in World Championships 2. Would you like to see the results? I would. Now, realistically, Mush Zoom 2, I thought we did, I'm going to say we get a silver. Cool It better be a gold. Argumentus better be a gold. Kirby better be a gold. And Super Mario Brothers 1, I'll accept a silver. Mush Zoom 2. We finished. There were 51,000 players. We came 12,000. I can live with that. Top 25%. I'll take my silver. And then, in my age group, 4 people. Hey! Top 24. Oh no! My generation is cracked, man! I thought we were supposed to get worse at video games as we got older. Okay, but Cool It, I want to see top... I might want to see top 2%. 1 to 2%, please. Because, like, we were in there, man. 45,000 players. 2,000? Top 7%? What the fuck, man? This was like an incredible... Not born at the time of release. 94th in my age group! I was not born when this game came out. You saw it here first. Now, Argumentus, we had another amazing time. It looks like I'm in first. 600 out of 42,000? Oh, baby. 20th out of 1,600. Yeah, we'll take those top 2%. And then exit stage right. This Argumentus and Excitebike were the most cracked. This might be top 20. Also, I'm not even top of the leaderboard. Not even top of the instance. What? 710? People really said fuck Kirby, huh? I was 4 when this came out. 30th out of 1,590, top 2%. That's pretty good, man. Now, Mario Master, I would settle for top 50. But I think a lot of people self-select and say, like, I don't really want to do this because it takes a long time. Top 10%? I could live with that, man. I was not born when this came out. Top 12%? Yeah, dude, that's not so bad. 4 golds and a silver? Silver on Mush Zoom 2 kind of hurts, though. Okay, now what do we got this week? Enter the door. Kid Icarus, kill 4 snakes. Gumi? What's his name? Guma! Yeah, Guma. Get the rockets. And what is this Mario level, man? I gotta see what this Mario level is. Sink or swim? Friend or foe? Okay. Start by putting down some S times. Do the medals do anything? This ain't Web 3.0, buddy. No, they don't do anything, okay? And that's the way we like it. You gotta go from the other side. Okay, like this? Yeah. Tight. No, that's way slower. What's wrong with me? I don't know what I was thinking there. Don't talk to me. It's like you gotta come over like that and then A+. My personal best is 200s faster. 200s? I mean, that's not even in the ballpark. How was the Peloton today? You even gotta ask, man. 170 something watt average. 90 cadence, maybe like 88 cadence average. 110 minutes. And what's even more impressive is like, that's huge. The first 70 minutes of the 90-minute ride, I had Dan's stream open. which was like 40 minutes of the overlay, like his montage to start the stream, and then 30 minutes of opening dang packs, and then 30 minutes of Notepad++, entering the people who promised that they would gift subscriptions if he won, and then making it go on like a chyron on the screen and scroll across. So like essentially the first hour and 10 minutes of the ride, I was in a mental prison. And all I was thinking was, thank you for the opportunity to strengthen my mental. And they were loving him. I didn't have any audio, but his audience was loving it, man. So it must have been good. Okay, next time. But then those mesmer attempts, I was sure that I was here. Oh my god. Stockholm Syndrome on your part? It's not really Stockholm Syndrome. I just, you know, when it's live, the fast forward button doesn't work. And then also, I'm clipped in on the bike. Like I can't, it's like the Olympic track cyclers. Like I can't take my feet out of the pedals without completely stopping and then walking on the fucking ballet shoes over to my computer and then finding somebody else who's like, ah! It doesn't get faster than that, okay? You ever drop your towel and go fuck? Yep. I know, like, I could have worked on my emphasis there, but you ever drop your towel and go fuck? I see what you're saying. The way you wrote it without the quotation marks, it kind of sounds like you work at Soapland. Or so I hear. Okay, let me... We had tech for this, but I don't remember what the tech is. It's something like... What was the tech? I don't, like, crouch jumping, I think we found was kind of, like, neutral. It's like, oh, you know what it is? Your arrow carries the inertia of your jump, so you have to plant your feet before you shoot for the first time. Otherwise, it flies over their head. Or you can go earlier, I guess. Yeah, oh, it happens all the time. You forget something when you get on the bike. That was okay. Like, you get on the bike, you pedal for 4 minutes, and then realize you didn't bring the 2 bananas that you were supposed to bring. And then you're like, well, am I just gonna starve, or am I really gonna go up the stairs with the clip shoes on? And then, like, usually you're just like, I'm just gonna send it. Shirt's giving you an aura boost. Oh, thank you for noticing. The mouth shirt, I appreciate that. Picked it up at the store yesterday. I did the ultimate boomer thing in a clothing store. I went in wearing a shirt, trying to find like the same shirt but 5 different colors, but it was sold out. So instead I took a very similar shirt from the same company. But I was like, I don't know, this one's got a pocket on it. Cartoon character wardrobe. At least it's not a closet full of streamer merch. Okay, we can do better. Obviously we have done better, so we can do better. It's your merch. I know. I know more than anybody. I just donated like a bag full to the Salvation Army thrift store like 6 weeks ago. Come on. Sir, we can't accept those. I really thought that there was a chance that they were gonna say that, but actually they were like, I was like, do you need to look through it? And they're like, nah, it looks good. I was like, okay. So you may see someone in Vancouver rocking the NL merch. You may see someone. You may also see somebody rocking my own personal copy of The Intelligent Investor. I had to clean out a couple of cupboards this weekend, and I gave all my books to a little free library. I drove till I found a little free library. It was the first time in my entire life I have seen a little free library with no books in it. Usually it is like chock full of just complete garbage. And I shoved like, I don't know, 15, 18 books in there. I thought you don't like those things. I like them when I can give stuff I don't want to them. I don't like them when I open it up and then it's just a bunch of stuff I don't want. Which is every other time. Come on. It wasn't trash. It's just books I didn't want anymore, man. You know, I've read... I'm never going to read The Intelligent Investor. That shit is boring. I've already read The Psychology of Money. I read A Random Walk Down Wall Street. Now I can... If honestly, some like 17-year-old kid walking down the street could open that up and then just decide to get like... to become a certified financial analyst or something like that. He's got the whole curriculum right there. Do you own any fun books? What by fun books, do you mean stuff that teaches you about like the human condition, or are you talking about like some fantasy stuff with like wizards and dragons and stuff? The Very Hungry Caterpillar? We got a couple copies of that. We got some classics. Couple? Some, you know, people give you like a gift when your kid is born, and you're like, but you already bought all the stuff, so then you end up with like, you know, 2 different Peter Rabbit box sets and stuff like that. It's confusing because they keep, like, you know, they make new SKUs of the Very Hungry Caterpillar all the time, even though the book is like 4 words. How long until Luna starts reading you to sleep? Honestly, we're almost there. On nights where I put her to bed, it's like, I finish 2 or 3 books, and then I go, I'm going to bed, and then she grabs books and just starts reading them. But she falls asleep after me like every night. It's pitiful? It's not pitiful. She should be going to bed earlier. Then I could have a little bit of free time at night. But she stays up, so I'm like, my ass is going to sleep. I don't know why she stays up. And then, like, the thing is, being a good father means you can't say your real opinion. So, you know, 10:30, she's going nutty, like, reading books and just, like, you know, bashing the book into the side of the bed and stuff like that to drum. And then I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm drumming. Then at, you know, 8:15 in the morning, I go to wake her up and she's just shaking her head. Everybody's gangster at nighttime. It doesn't take a lot of, you know, mental fortitude to stay up late. That's the thing you got to learn. It takes mental fortitude to be like, I have to be up early, so I'm going to go to sleep at a normal time. $8 p.m. immutable law in my house. Honestly, my wife and I need to get on the same page. Like, she was vacuuming at like 9:15 last night, and I was just like, I'm too tired to filibuster this right now. Just go ahead, finish the vacuuming, and like I'm trying to, on my nights, I'm trying to like get her wound down at a reasonable pace, and like, you know, brush your teeth, maybe hop in the bath at like 8:15, brush your teeth by like 8:30, something like that. Sometimes it gets thrown a little bit, you know, by the daddy night into mommy night combo. Can you shoot up through the ceiling? No. No. You cannot shoot up through the ceiling, okay? This is not my first rodeo in Kid Icarus here, okay? All this stuff, if you were gonna hop in and be like, why doesn't he just do this? I mean, you're basically telling Quinn Hughes to shoot on the power play. You don't understand? He's more of like a pass-first defenseman. He kind of like walks the line. He sets up the cycle. You said a 7.3? I don't know. That was also 2 weeks ago tech. So I'm a little older since then. And then it's like bang, bang, bang. Okay, well, we could do better. Like, I could probably jump faster. Like, I could probably jump earlier. Why are you drawing aggro? I mean, I didn't want to mention it, man. I don't want you to give the, give Watch Guys, like, a bad name. You're asking a lot of questions about the watch, though. This is not an XQC stream, okay? This is not H3H3's house on my wrist. This is just a timekeeper. 7 Okay, we go again. Is Trump coming on stream? Did you see the Grinch, though? I'm not talking about Trump, by the way. I'm talking about when he got gifted the custom Cybertruck. What the hell was the Grinch doing in the driver's side window, man? Why was the Grinch at Mar-a-Lago? This shit is not Halloween or Christmas. It's August. Like, what is he doing there? He's allowed to vacation? I guess. I mean, I'm not trying to... The work-life balance is important. At least he wasn't at the dentist for like 2.5 hours. I mean, it just kind of is crazy to me because he's got like the opposite of the Canadian vacation type. Like, dude is in Florida in the summertime, and then he's in like the fucking Alps of Whoville in the wintertime. Like, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, we're gonna come back to this. We've done it before. We just need to figure it out again. Goodbye, Guma. Goodbye, Guma. It's been nice. I was fucking like 3 days old when this game came out. There's no excuse not to be number one. Fuck you. Hi, Tomo. It's like I was made for this. What the hell? Guma's immune? You have to hit him in the... right in the head, right? I thought I had a good tech there. Apparently not. Can you stab down in this one? You know what? I feel like I cannot. Yeah, I cannot. I don't have the iron boots or whatever. So first one is like this, and then you come down here. And it's all about rhythm. Okay? We can cut 2 seconds off that bitch easy. Don't jump into that one. That's a walk-off type situation. Who's this ugly guy? This is Guma, unless you're talking about me, in which case, I mean, you should know. You typed it into your browser window. Or maybe you're visiting from TikTok. The TikToks have been going off. Although they did not like when I said that Ryan Reynolds is gay baiting in all his Deadpool stuff, because they said actually Deadpool is canonically pan, so it's not gay baiting. Yeah, but Ryan Reynolds is straight, and also he was in Deadpool's, like, was married to a lady in Deadpool 1. So if you want the credit for Deadpool canonically being bisexual or pan, show him sucking or fucking a dick, okay? Because otherwise, or Ryan Reynolds could be shown sucking or fucking a dick. Until then, I'm considering it gay baiting, okay? Now, I may not be the counsel and the judge, jury, and executioner on what gay baiting is, but I don't think you can just be like, it's not gay baiting because the comic character is gay. If that's the definition of bait. They're not showing it, man. If they're not showing it, then that's the bait. That's clickbait. I'm part of the council. Ryan Reynolds is fine. I'm over him. I sussed out his fakeness ever since he said Minerva's is the best restaurant in Vancouver. It's not even the best Greek restaurant in Carysdale, man. I don't know. Actually, it might be. I don't know if there's another Greek restaurant in Carysdale. A lot of noodle places, but I mean, Minerva's is fine. I'm not trying to, like, you know, shut down a local business. Wouldn't be my favorite Greek place in Vancouver, but it's, you know, it's still good. Why the accent? Because Ringo wasn't even the best drummer in the band, man. Again? Did you go to Pride this weekend? I didn't, but I did go to Costco. That's not a lie. It's not relevant, I guess, but it's not a lie. Costco on a Saturday is different, right? It is. When we were at Costco, I mean, again, I'm not trying to just make this like maybe I'm the best husband ever, but we got to Costco. We got into the store. It was on Saturday, right? There was no space to park in the parking lot, so we had to park on the street. Got inside of the store, 2 aisles deep or something like that. My wife says I forgot something in the car. I go back to the car, get it. You know, it's like a 10-minute walk out, 10-minute walk back in. I get into the store. I say, hey, where are you? Walk around the store at breakneck pace, looking through 10,000 Richmond citizens, trying to figure out where my wife and daughter are. Probably did like 9,000 steps inside of the Costco. Didn't get a message for 9 minutes. I was just, and it's not the most enjoyable place to walk around, okay? Didn't call? I'm 35 years old. I'm not calling. Are you crazy? Using the telephone to talk to someone voice to voice? That's like a macro aggression. Yeah! Okay, we could do better though. It's your wife though? I just wanted her to look at her text and be like, I'm by the fucking Hawaiian chips or whatever. But it might have been better, because like after 8 minutes of walking around Costco using fucking Chinese super technology, AI, facial recognition to try to figure out, like look into a crowd of like 800 people and be like, is my wife in here? I can't tell. Like, you know, after 10 minutes of that, I was like, I'm going to send an eye roll emoji. And then there was like a little husband version of Obi-Wan Kenobi on my shoulder that's like, don't send the eye roll emoji. Just be patient. But I was visualizing how good it would feel for 1 second to send the eye roll emoji. I was so ready. I was like, damn, that would feel amazing right now. Oh, brother. It would have hit so good for about 3 seconds, and then I would have been like, oh, shit. You could eye roll, but you have to call first. That's probably, I mean, you should probably never eye roll, but you shouldn't ult your wife, probably. That's a new championship best. Yeah, I found her eventually. Well, no, after 8 or 9 minutes, she texted me. It was like, we're in the fruit section. Yeah! And then I was like half tilted, so I was almost going to be like, there's 2 fruit sections. There's the refrigerator room with the fresh fruits and vegetables, and then there's like the pallets in the center of the store at the far end. Then I went to the refrigerator room. She wasn't in there, and I was like, she better be in the pallets. And she was in the pallets. Okay. Goodbye, Guma. That's a great goodbye, Guma. Costco guys, no! Get the missile. Grab the marshmallow. Why does Samus look like it's so fucking tricky to rock a rhyme that's right on time? You know what I mean? Any good Costco deals this weekend? Hey, Costco Canada Peloton users, starting August 12th, Liquid IV is $10 off. That's a bargain, man, because that shit is like, I don't know, $39.99. Starting August 12th is $29.99. Now, my ass paid $39.99 for it, but, you know, for you guys, for next time, there you go. They had pineapple sample at Costco. It went crazy. They were, honestly, on Saturday. I'm not a sample guy because of the time loss involved waiting in the lines on the busiest day at Costco. But I will say, oh, you got to go up on that one. They brought their A game for samples on Saturday. There were like Smart Sweets, frozen pepperoni pizzas. Like this was not like, hey, you know, oat milk. Hey, this fucking, like, you know, here's what the Costco 79-cent, like, iced tea crystals taste like. Like, this was some serious shit, man. He's a homing guy? Oh, pineapple liquid IV. See, we don't... Canada oftentimes can go product for product with the US, but we cannot ever go flavor for flavor. Like, we might get... If a new chip comes out in America, we'll get it, like, 6 months later, but then I'll talk about it with chat, and I'll be like, hey, Takis are pretty good. And they're like, have you ever had blue fucking suck your dick flavor? Wow! And I'm like, we don't have blue suck your dick flavor yet. We only have Fuego, man. All we got is Fuego and fucking nacho cheese and ketchup or something. But I shouldn't complain because we got the Liquid IV Rocket Pop flavor. It's like a firecracker ice pop, you know, that you get from the ice cream truck in the summertime. It tastes, I had the first one today. It tastes exactly like the Rocket Pop. But that is kind of like, I realized that I don't really want to drink like a melted popsicle all the time. But like, it's still good. It's still good. I love Bomb Pops. They're 40 calories. They're 40 calories? That's fucking crazy, man. It's 40 calories is outrageous. You gotta keep your momentum there. It's ice? Yeah, but like it's ice and sugar. Let me put it this way. No nutritional information will ever surprise the internet. If you're ever like, man, this tastes like shit, why does it have so many calories? They're like, oil. I'm like, yeah, I know, but like if it's got so much oil, maybe the question that I should be asking is, why does it taste so fucking bad? I'm a simple man, okay? If something is bad for you, it should taste amazing. Otherwise, like, what's the point? I remember, like, so it must have been like Christmas 2022. We were ordering food for like our family and also my in-laws at the Cheesecake Factory online. And don't judge me, this was like in the Delta variant. So you're like an anti-vaxxer if you didn't order food online back then. And I was, you know, on like a half cut or something. So I was like, maybe I'll just get a salad. Like at a restaurant, a salad tends to be like pretty fucking filling anyway. And then I was looking at the Cheesecake Factory salads and they were all like 1,400 calories. And I even, like, you expect, you know, like bacon Caesar salad to be calorie dense, right? But even like garden salad, like harvest root vegetable salad was like over 1,000 calories. So I posted a picture of it and was like, how does this happen? And then so many like nutrition Andes got in the mentions. And they're like, you know, a lot of people don't know it, but like olive oil has like a lot of calories. And I'm like, I fucking know, but like, how does the garden salad have more than the quesadilla? Like it just, don't they use oil in both of them? It just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, a lot of people, it's really sneaky. Like, I know it's like a vinaigrette-based dressing, but like, if it has a mayonnaise-based dressing, it could be like, I'm like, I know, man, I know. I'm still fast, like, seeing like a 750-calorie salad, I would be like, that's a lot, but it's a restaurant. But like 1,200 is madness. And people took it wrong. They took it like, this is a chance to explain nutrition to NL. And I was like, no, I don't want that. What I want is for you to be like, holy shit, 1,200 calorie salad. That's crazy. It's too much, man. Fuck you. Blooper. Floater, what's his name? At least it's not 2,300 kilocalories like the milkshake. Dude, we went to Gyukaku, which is I'm going to call it Korean barbecue. It's like a Japanese barbecue chain. They made a huge mistake. I love Gyukaku, And this is the first time in my entire life I've ever been to a gyukaku that wasn't like a 45-minute wait to sit down. Usually they're insanely busy, and for good reason. The food is really good. But this is the first time I've ever been to a gyukaku that printed the nutritional information in the menu. And I was like, what the fuck? My wife and I are eating 2,800 calories? I mean, it's not like we go to gyukaku that often, but like the combo for two is 2,800 calories for lunch? That's, I mean, that one I didn't need any explanation because I was like, it's like 7 different kinds of meat, but hey! But it tasted good. And also I had boxing on Friday, so to eat like all you can eat on Saturday, I was like, this is for recovery, man. I've only ever been to the one that closed on Broadway. Yeah, that was our go-to gyukaku, pre-COVID plus pre-baby. We went to a gyukaku in Richmond, which was crazy to me, like, because I expected it was fucking busy, because everything in busy is Richmond. There's like 7 malls in a 1-block proximity of each other, and they're all full of like G-Wagons in the parking lot. Color me surprised when we went into the gyukaku and they were like, did you have a reservation? And we were like, no. And they were like, no problem, right this way. I was like, I was a no waying. Everything is busy in Richmond, man. Do coins help you? Who's asking, Gary Gensler? How long have you been boxing? Long enough to know what the punches are from 1 to 6. Don't spoil it for me. We haven't gotten to 7 yet. I believe 7 might be like a jab to the body. 8 might be like a cross to the body or something like that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I haven't gotten to the legendary 7th punch yet. That's 5 more than Saitama? True. He stole my whole flow. Also, like, listen, I don't want to be this guy. I've taken, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 boxing classes where my classmates are, like, the average age is, like, 63 or something like that. But then I was watching the boxing in the Olympics, and I was like, these guys are trash, dude. I can watch these guys easy. I was like, the guy didn't even have his guard up. He's in the bronze medal game. He doesn't even have his guard up? Like, what are they doing, man? Coach would never allow that. If I was doing that shit when I was sparring with Sophie, I'd get a tongue lashing, man. No, apparently, because then I Googled it. I was like, why are these boxers so bad? And then the r/amateur boxing reply was like, amateur boxing is like heavily favored for like dodging and counterpunching or something like that rather than just taking a punch. And I was like, well, yeah, but what do they know? But he did look pretty cool, I'm not going to deny that. Whee! What the fucking gravity, man? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Paper Mache Mephistopheles. Thank you. I've been trying to find, like, boxing gyms in Vancouver, and much like the tennis thing, I'm like, I can't seem to find the perfect match, because there's, like... We'll come back to the one real boxing gym in the city in just a second, but, like, all the boxing fitness stuff is either, like, self-defense for 5-year-olds, which is good, but I'm not 5. I'm, like, 7x that and a bit. Or it's like Muay Thai, and I'm like, I'm having enough trouble just throwing my hands. Like, let's not worry too much about, like, getting the feet involved just yet. Like, let's, you know, cross that bridge when we come to it. Or it's like, get the best 8-minute workout of your life with this boxing class where also you like never throw a punch at anything. And I'm like, that's also not like what I'm looking for. But there's one real boxing gym, but the only reviews are either 1-star or 5-star. And all the 5-star reviews are like, this is the best gym I've ever been to. And all the 1-star reviews are like, he gives you a free t-shirt if you leave a 5-star review. Which doesn't mean that it's a bad gym, but it does mean that I can't trust the reviews as much as I'd like to. Free t-shirt, though. There are a few 5-star reviews that are like, I was not given a t-shirt for this, just so you know. Fair enough. But I'm like, I don't know. It might be my merch. Yeah, dude, I don't know. They didn't say it's a boxing gym t-shirt. It could just be some shit that they picked up from the dumpster. Who knows? Anyway, we're back. By the way, I didn't even mention, I'm going late today. I'm not stopping at 2. I'm going to stop at 3:45. We'll stream concurrently with my wife for a while. Not the same thing, but like at the same time. I'm still stuck on everything's busy in Richmond. Did I misspeak when I said it or something? Because everything is busy in Richmond, man. But I don't know, because again, it's like too specific, like Vancouver, right? Oh, I said everything's Richmond and busy. Okay. My mistake. I Wonka posted it. Scratch that, reverse it. Help me. But like, if you're from Vancouver, I don't even consider like Richmond a real city. I just like, I cross the Fraser River on one of the 3,000 bridges that connects us. And then I just consider myself to be in like Vancouver South. And I've never been more than like 7 blocks south into Richmond because all the shit is clustered on the north edge. Small Mario's easier? Yeah, but you lose some frames when you get hit. It's like the Olympic amateur boxing, you know? There's like there's an ebb, but there's also a flow. You can't have the ebb without the flow. Bro, the screen is like, it's compromising my momentum, man. This ain't gonna do it. You like Seattle? Yeah, I like Seattle. I haven't been for PAX since 2019, but I would like to go back for sure. And I've been to Seattle like a few times. Seattle was goated when the fucking CVS in, I don't even remember what part of Washington it was, but they were like, hey, like here's your COVID test. We should have your results back within like 2 days. And I was like, that's sick. Because we need a negative test to get back across the border. And then like 2 days passed and we didn't have a result. So luckily, you know, you get to just drive into Seattle and be like, here's $300. And they're like, oh yeah, we got a test that is like, it'll give you a result in a minute. I'm not trying to put the system on trial. I kind of feel like they should roll out, or I mean, this was like 2 or 3 years ago now, but they should have been rolling those out to CVS, man, because that would have helped us out a great deal. You ever been to the East Coast? Yeah, a couple times as a kid. I've been to Halifax, Dartmouth, Yarmouth, Truro, Sackville. I went to PEI once, but I was too young to remember it, so I'm not going to count that. You ever been to the West Coast? Yeah, I fuck with Novato, California. This guy went to Bloodborne on summer vacation. Excuse me, we don't talk about Bloodborne ever since Kai Cenat put out the hit on From Software. Bro didn't even fight Moon Presence, I hear. Come on, man. So that shit was sad? I don't know. I was busy all weekend, to be honest. I didn't see it. Kevin Hart's not on the stream. I'm not watching it, okay? What happened? I mean, I can relate to it. I think that he said, like, he was gonna play all of Bloodborne, and, like, everyone got really excited. But then he was like, I actually got some shit to do in, like, a day and a half, so I gotta, like, speed run the game, so he didn't do the optional stuff for the DLC. My wife's happy you know that the East Coast is not Toronto. Hey, listen, I grew up in Kingston, Ontario, right? So, like, I don't know, pretty close to the Quebec border. It's only like an 8-hour drive. It blew my mind when I moved to BC, and people refer to Ontario as the East Coast. Like, I don't, these are people, like, in service jobs, so I don't want to, like, you know, rain down, like, a hail of diarrhea on them. But I'm like, the coast of what? Like, Lake Ontario? What are you talking about? There's no the sandbanks in Picton? It is in the Eastern time zone, but the maritime provinces are not. They're in the Atlantic time zone. Except for Newfoundland, which is in like the fucking Screech time zone. It might be the only time zone on Earth that's a half hour off. Sandbanks and Freed. So true. So true. I like the Maritimes. I got nothing against the Maritimes. It's the first place I saw an IMAX movie. It was in Halifax. They got amazing seafood, friendly people. I don't know. What else do you want me to say? You can kiss a fish. I would kiss the fish in Newfoundland, no question about it. I eat my overnight oats on the toilet. You really think I'm going to step into a Newfoundlander's bar and be like, I'm not kissing the fish? Like, you know, to thine own self be true. I would let you screech me in for sure. I'm fucking cool, guys. A lot of people don't think I'm cool. I'm cool. Stop saying that. You can screech me. I'm cool, man. Listen, okay? What have we not est? We have not est, seek and destroy. What are you doing? Just took a dump on him. Can you explain the toilet eating? I would never try to defend it. It's not for everybody. But like the way my morning routine works, it's just smoother for me to eat my breakfast while I'm on the toilet and kind of like do two things for the price of one. It's kind of vile. It's not gross. Like there's a reason that like you don't take your food at the restaurant into the bathroom with you. Are you guys mad because it's a health violation or because I have to use two hands to eat the overnight oats so I don't get to use my phone while I'm in the bathroom like you degenerates? You're never allowed to criticize shut-in chatters ever again? I'll take like a functional guy who eats breakfast on the John versus someone who spends like 3 hours being parasocial about it, like a dentist appointment, like I'm at fucking Disney World. Just so you know. I mean, like, there's... I'm gonna just take issue with your statement. I will continue to criticize shut-in chatters. Not all... I'm not criticizing them for being shut in. I'm criticizing them for being weird. You can be like a normal guy who doesn't go outside. Many of you have been poisoned by the air inside your domicile, though, and you need some fresh fucking blood in there. Plenty of normal people don't go outside that often. There's a severe thunderstorm warning. Sorry, I forgot how to speak English again. Is this Pokemon Go, or is this a real weather warning? Because Pokemon Go it'll be like 22 and sunny, and they'll be like, you have to mark yourself safe before you can fucking catch Rattata. There's a tornado? Alright, well, you know, in a tornado you should stay in. I think. I don't know. Listen to the experts. Now ride it. We don't chase storms, we ride them. Does it increase food poisoning potential? I don't know, Dr. Fauci. I'd have to say probably. It certainly is not minimizing the odds of food poisoning. I would be inclined to think that it does raise your risk of food poisoning, yes. Did you see Twisters? I saw myself get a titty twister once. I haven't seen Twisters the movie, though. I would see it. I need to wait until... I believe in the goodness of people. But I don't know if I'm ready to have a babysitter that I don't know yet. Which limits the amount of babysitters in our purview. Because, like, listen, I'm just gonna tell you guys, it takes a village to raise a child. But none of my fucking friends have had kids and probably never will, I think. And that's their personal choice, but it also means that I don't feel comfortable asking them to be part of the village. Like, if they had someone that needed a village, then I would be like, hey, we'll be the village for your kid, and then next weekend you could be the village for our kid. But they're not adding to the village, which is good for them, but it means that I don't feel comfortable being like, hey, you guys want to be the village this weekend? The village people? No, you got me backwards. I'm not shaming them for not having kids. I'm saying, like, you know, let me put it this way. If Corey and I both had a cold, I would be like, let's hang out this weekend. What are we going to do? Get more sick? But if I had a cold and Corey didn't have a cold, I wouldn't be like, hey, brother, let's go to karaoke.